Hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. I got a new palette today. Well, new to me, because you know I never get anything new. Everybody else gets to it first, but it's new to me and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's the Naked Urban Decay Metal Mania. I had never heard of this. I didn't even know it existed. This packaging, oh my gosh. Okay, this is embossed. It has like texture when you run your fingers over it. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's really late. It's like 11 o'clock at night and I literally could not wait to try this. I had to freshen my makeup. I didn't do that great of a job, but I had to do it. But I had to try this. This is so gorgeous. This packaging is just absolutely, oh my goodness. Open it up and it has a mirror. It has its own brush. It's a dual end brush. I haven't even taken it out of the plastic yet. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. I might be a little punchy. I'm probably gonna say things I normally would not. Yeah, it's got its own dual end brush. And these are just, they are electric, they are shimmery, they are just delicious. I just cannot wait to try these. So here we are at 11 o'clock at night. I don't have on any primer or anything. No primer. I didn't bother. I did try to fix my eyebrows a little bit. There's a little gray one sticking out there somewhere. If you've got super uber duper HD TV, welcome to the gray eyebrow. There's more than one, but I managed to cover up most of them. This is an amazing palette. It's got this great mirror. So when I'm looking in the mirror, unlike my dual-sided mirror, you won't be able to see all the crap in the background, which is a super bonus. I still have not decided what I'm going to do. It's amazing what gets me excited these days. There are some neutral shades here, just basically some neutral sort of matte shades. And then it moves on to there's a couple shimmer shades here. And then, true to its name, it's metal. You saw it here, folks. I think I am going to go ahead and use the fat end of this brush, and I'm going to go in. This is the shade here. This is called Double Kick. Let's find out how pigmented this is just as a base shade. Dip my brush in there, and I'm going to use the mirror. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes, oh, I failed to mention that the reason I picked this up today is because it was 50% off. This was $29.50. Regularly, I think it's like obviously like $58, $59. Totally ridiculously expensive. But Urban Decay really does have, is for high end, really good product. I don't think I've ever used an Urban Decay product that I didn't like, except for their anti-aging eye primer, which was terrible. But that's it. Beyond that, everything I've ever used is really good. I can tell you right now that this very neutral light shade is going on really nicely. It's got some really beautiful coverage. Almost as if I were using my concealer for primer, which is normally what I do. Oh, yeah. That's lovely. This is just a plain old neutral shade, no frills, and I am loving it. Okay, I gotta keep my voice down because there are other people in the house that might be trying to sleep, but are very supportive of my YouTube endeavors, so they're tolerating it. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Now you might have noticed that I changed the name of my channel finally, not because of any pressure I was feeling about calling people old ladies wasn't very nice, even though that really wasn't what I was doing. But not everybody gets my sense of humor. I just did it because when I turned 60, I found that I was demoralizing myself. So I stopped it. So now we're celebrating 60. One of my subscribers suggested it to me, and even though she's never met me in person, she's been following me since day one, and she always comments, and she's very loyal and kind and encouraging, and I think she understands my psychology. So she was able to steer me in the right direction for my own good. So thank you. All right, so I've got the base shade going, which I'm extremely excited about. You guys, this is just eyeshadow. Like, I really like this eyeshadow. I'm not drunk or anything, like, not on alcohol. I don't get drunk, but I'm feeling I definitely am tired. I like how this goes on. It's very smooth. It covers really well. Makes for a great base, and I'm really happy with it. All right, so here comes the hard part, because I always like to use the excuse that I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not even an amateur makeup artist. I just like to play with makeup. So when it comes to these more advanced palettes, I tend to play it safe. I'm gonna go in with this color here. This is called Scene, and it's almost like a stone color. And I'm gonna use that for my lid shade. I'm gonna use the same brush that I just used for the base. I hope you guys can hear me. This might just be one of those videos where it's on the fly, and I don't have that great of a microphone anyway, but okay, here goes. Let's put this to the test. Let's see what happens. Okay, that is not overbearing. That is not overpowering. I might have to go in, I'm gonna go in with this end now, because this end is more dense. So I think it might pick up more product and lay it down a little better. So let's try it. Okay, so here's the thing. This shade is not crazy. This is what it looks like when I swatch it on my finger. It's not a crazy shade. So it is like for everyday wear. It can be used for everyday wear. It's very pretty. I like it. I don't see a lot of fallout, but just for the sake of trying this palette and wanting to see what it can do, and just how wild you can get with it on your lid, okay? The other thing though is that this video is gonna be on the internet forever, so I want it to look halfway decent, even if I am just playing. I will be getting a better microphone one of these days, you guys. I will. So I just really hope you can hear me. Okay, so for my own personal taste in eyeshadow, this is absolutely lovely, not daring, not super gutsy, not super electric. I would go out with this and not feel like I was going, wah, okay, because I tend to be conservative. But because I absolutely could not wait to try this palette, and I want to see how shocking it can be, I'm going to go ahead and take it a little step further. So let's go in to, oh boy, this is the shade Spike Stud. I expect that this one's going to be a little less subtle. So let's try it. Grab it on that brush there. Oh my gosh, okay. This is not the best shade for me. It's a cool tone, so that doesn't work for my skin tone that great, but as you can see, it's very shimmery and very, very pretty. So how did I get that up there? I got eyeshadow on my forehead. Oh, brother. Okay, so this shade obviously packs more of a punch, but it's still not crazy. So this is definitely buildable. But I gotta tell you, it's really pretty and I like it. Even if this were not a shade that I would choose just because of the cool tone. But if I had put a darker base underneath it, it would look different. Next time I try this, I will use a darker base and see what I can do with it. But this is a fun palette. This time I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It's called Power Chords. Let's see what it looks like on the other eyelid. I'm very excited to know that I can use this without it being too much. I was really expecting it to be just crazy overpowering and super highly, immediately, shockingly pigmented, and you can do that, but it's just buildable, and this is very pretty. I like this a lot. I'm going to go in with the other end of this brush now. Ooh. These are just really, really, really pretty. I was expecting it to be, I really was expecting it to be ridiculous, like, what? But it's not, which I'm excited about because I can wear it anytime. I don't have to feel like I'm going to have to redo my eye makeup because it's overdone. So it looks, I'm liking it. I really, really like this. Okay, I am going to remove this with some coconut oil and come back and I'm gonna try the other shades. I'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned that up and it does have a little bit of fallout, not a lot, not terrible. This is the shade Decadent, and I'm gonna put it straight on my lid. I just cleaned this brush a little bit, so I'm just gonna put this straight on my lid with no base. I like gold. Ooh, ooh, that's really, I really like that. Oh my gosh. That is really, really super pretty. It's powerful. This is a powerful shade right here. I've got a little bit up here in my crease, which is not something I would normally want to put in my crease, so I have to be careful with it. I can always clean it up, but this is powerful and extremely pretty, and wow. And I'm just caking it on here, aren't I? I'm just going for it. That is beautiful. Wow, I like that. I super like that a lot. I can't seem to stop doing this, can I? Wow, I like that. Have I said that already? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, super buildable. I cannot imagine any circumstance. I don't do red carpet events, so I can't imagine that, but I just can't imagine any circumstance at all that I would go out with this bright of an eyeshadow base. I mean, it's just, but it is just to let you know, just to show you, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is really pretty. Ugh, I almost don't even want to have to take it off. All right, I'm gonna have to try another shade now. That's unfortunate. I really like that. I think what I'll do is the next time I do an actual eye look, I'll choose that as my main lid shade because that is just super pretty. Oh my gosh, wow. This is this shade Trash. Let's see how bold this is. Okay, that's another really, this is a good one. I mean, as far as pigment, this one's not playing either. That's definitely pigmented. This would be, ooh. I love the names of these. Shred, Trash, Headbang, Spike Stud. It's funny, really crazy, eclectic. Okay, this has, that one really, really works. This one is powerful as well. You don't have to mess with much of it to really get it to go on. I'd have to figure out how I would use that. But just plain on my lid, I can see that I would not have to mess around with that. It just goes on. It's just a extremely good, very powerful, pigmented. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. That is amazing. I really wonder, yeah, the next time I use this palette, I'm gonna test it for what I'm gonna test it to see how long it wears, and the fallout is very minimal, so that is extremely good. This here, I can barely see any fallout whatsoever. Barely is, yeah. I love it when I find something that's just so good. Now I gotta take it off. All right. Okay, so I cleaned up that eye makeup and cleaned up a little bit under my eyes, and now I'm going to actually create an eye look from start to finish that, you know, isn't just experimenting, only to take it off in 5 minutes. I really like this brush. I cleaned it off as much as I can, but I like it. It picks up product really well and it lays it down really well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to starting with this double kick, this base here. I am gonna go in with this shade here called Sound Tower, and I am going to use it just above my crease. I haven't used this yet, so I don't, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. Just goes on so nice. It goes on so effortlessly, very creamy, lovely pigment. This eyeshadow palette is the type of eyeshadow that you don't have to sit there and mess with it and continue to just pile it on until you get the right pigment. I mean, it just sets down so nicely. You don't have to just mess with it for ridiculous amounts of time to get, you know, what you're looking for. It's just a really nice, the formula is just gorge. I'm in love with it. This is definitely a no regret purchase. And the only reason I picked it up is because I had a store credit. And when I buy things from Ulta especially, it takes me a really long time. And I am just absolutely thrilled because I was looking through the website for yesterday, today, just kept going back and looking and, you know, what do I want? What would be something good that I can use for content, but also use personally? This is probably one of the best products that I've purchased for that purpose, you know, personally and for content. I mean, this is just absolutely a beautiful palette. I'm thrilled with it. I have filled in just above my crease. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit right here. I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Shred. I'm going to use this for my lid shade without deepening the base color. I just want to use it for a lid shade without any assistance. Let's see what happens. Okay, so for me, being a conservative makeup kind of gal, this is perfect. I can build on it, obviously, if I want to. I can put a darker base down if I want to, but if I just want to use it by itself, you know, it's just a very subtle, pretty eye look. That's usually what I go for anyway. I am typically not an outlandish eyeshadow gal or lipstick either. So this works great for me, and if you are conservative with your eye look as well, hopefully you'll like this. But I can get a little wild with it if I wanted to. Obviously you saw that earlier. Just absolutely beautiful. So versatile. And I'm building on it. I really do like shimmer a lot, especially if there's not a lot of fallout. I'm amazed at right now at the lack of fallout. I'm gonna add a little bit more drama. This is the shade Headbang right here. I'm gonna see how that contrasts. They're not that different in how they're not that different in hue or shade, but I just want to see what happens if I add a little extra, like right here, just to see if I can liven it up a little if I wanted to. Just in the outer corner. Very, very subtle. Very, very, very subtle. Absolutely acceptable as far as, you know, the way I would wear eyeshadow. I'm going to take this Be a Small concealer brush because these are really nice to pack on color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is the shade, oops, this is the shade Road Crew, and I am going to just add some, maybe a little bit. This is where it gets tricky for me because I do not like a lot of darkness on my lid unless I'm doing a smoky eye, because it's just, I feel like it ages me. Actually, I think that might be okay. Be a small flame brush here and just sort of blend that in. Okay, so that gave it a little bit more dimension. I'm taking a little bit more of that base color called Double Kick, and I'm gonna just put it up here a little bit. This base color, Double Kick, has a little bit of sheen to it. Very subtle, but definitely it's there. Again, you guys, if this volume, if I'm not speaking up, like I said, it's late. People are sleeping in the house, so I hope you can hear me. I hope you can. For eyeliner, this is the shade Heavy. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm going to use this to line my upper lash line. This is my Bare Essentials Full Edge Liner brush. This is a much easier brush to use for lining. For eyeliner, get more of a precise line there. Really liking that. Okay, so for the lower lashes, I'm going to go in here again with Road Crew. Wow, that's just, it just really dumps product. It's just really good. So good. Wow, this thing does not play. Let that be a reminder. It's all fun and games till it smears all over your face. Do you guys do this when you're trying a new look? You just continue to go over the area until you're happy with it, till you get it just right. That's what I'm doing. And this side is a little darker than this side. Wet n Wild Smudge Tool. So now I'm just going to pop on some mascara and I'll be right back. I'm going to be using the Colossal from Maybelline, and I'll be right back. All right. I'm ecstatic about this eyeshadow palette. I love it. I touched up my lip gloss a little with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. And of course I put on my mascara. My face makeup is just gonna have to be just fine the way it is. Please indulge me for further videos because I plan on practicing a lot with this palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is extremely versatile. It's easy to work with. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited that I got it for 50% off today. So anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed the video today, and as usual, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.